We are live. I say we. I'm not just sitting in a room by myself, I promise. Hey everyone. Shauna Gut here with JPAR ELITE with Tati Provenzale. How exotic.
Provenzale, yeah, it's Italian last name.
Yes, we are here live. Our first session together.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
As usual, because
As usual.
all your sessions very educative and very interesting.
Yeah, that's us. Educative and interesting. That's what we try to be. So any comments that you have below, feel free. Let us know what topics you want to talk about because we are all ears and open to suggestions. But today, Tati has put together a really exciting topic, and I'll let her kind of explain what we're going to do today.
Today we're going to talk a little bit about do's and don'ts. What real estate agents do and what they shouldn't do. Of course, you know everything about that. You're all professionals. You all do your work good. But sometimes our life is so fast and we're so busy, and sometimes we forget little things that sometimes maybe we need to think of them again. And the first that we wanted to highlight to be like to-dos go first. Mm-hmm. And to what you need to do is to master your art of listening, because real estate agents most of the time try to do the presentation and they talk, they show, they talk, they try to impress clients, they try to explain everything. But maybe sometimes you have to listen more so to have an idea what actually clients need.
I actually have a great story that goes in line with that. So one of our agents was helping a family member in another state sell their house. And she wasn't going in as a referral. She was kind of just going in, helping the family members make sure that everyone's in a good spot. Well, she was interviewing agents in that other location, and the agents that she interviewed, they all knew that she was a real estate agent with 20 years experience, definitely knows what she's doing, definitely knows the drill, knows how to what goes into a listing, everything about real estate. Obviously she's a professional. Well, when she was interviewing agents, there was one agent who literally came in and was doing just the standard presentation that he would give to anybody that had no idea about real estate, had no idea about the company, like explaining even like the most rudimentary things. And she kind of just was taken back, like, did you not hear me? Like, I'm an agent, like I'm here to help you and guide you and all that. But it's like he just went in, mindlessly did his listing presentation. But on the flip side, there was another agent that she interviewed who came in and said, I know you're an agent, talk to her about this, talk to her about that, talk to her as she was a professional, talk to her family in a different voice, in a different, knowing that they didn't know what she was talking about here. And she really just took the situation, like, here's your perspective, here's your perspective, and I'm just going to cater to both perspectives. And it was perfect. That's exactly what they needed.
Interaction.
And the other agent ended up getting the listing because she listened to the requirements and what was going on in the situation. So we can't just go and do our standard, what we always do, because I truly believe every client is different and unique, and they all have just a little different needs that we need to make sure that we address for them.
Of course, it's the clients, they can feel it, that you're not only professional and you're human too. And when you give more than you get, for example, like instead of asking for referrals, you can give referrals. Or if you see that clients would need some professional in the future, you can recommend someone. It doesn't mean that it must be your friends or you do favor to someone, but people see that you're trying to help them, you treat them very good, and they will do that referrals for you later because of your good nature.
They'll remember it. They will remember that you helped them out. You don't need to be pushy about it. You don't need to be in their face. It's a gentle reminder every now and then, but make sure that you've done at least 8 things of value prior to asking for anything in return. I think there's like a formula that you say like give, and then ask, give, and ask. I don't remember exactly what the formula was. It would be great if I did. This would be a lot more informative. Maybe we'll look that up on that formula and post it in the comments below. Or if you know it, let us know. It's
yeah, we just share an experience here. So a lot of us, not me, you professionals, maybe you know even more. So we will much appreciate if you will share your experience with us, or maybe your stories, or maybe something that we can learn from you.
Absolutely. You're a professional too, just not in real estate yet. She's a marketing professional, which helps us.
And the third thing of our to-do list is to save all your new contacts in your CRM system, or any system that you have that can help you track and not to forget anyone, and schedule your appointments and how to talk to people when, and so it will be more organized, your workflow. Mm-hmm. And this is like whatever you have, any system that make you comfortable, it will work for you, just not to forget any details.
Mm-hmm. And I will add on to that. So I feel like there's some agents out there who are very, very good at remembering all their clients, even if that includes hundreds of clients. They just have the innate ability to remember those clients and think about them and reach out. I think that's a very small percentage of us agents who can actually do that. And I am not one of those agents. I absolutely need a CRM system to remind me just to touch base and put it in my thoughts again. I usually think about it at like 11 o'clock at night when I can't do anything about it, you know. So to have that thought during the working day, our CRM here actually, we can set it up to where it automatically reminds you. You can say, I want to reach out to 5 people a day, and the CRM will automatically sort through and say, hey, you haven't touched base with this client. Hey, you haven't touched base with this client. So it's a little bit more random, and it's right in front of your face. You don't have to remember, and then your clients still get the attention from you that they deserve. You just don't have to remember that exact day and time, because obviously you're remembering your clients, but it's usually not at a time that you can do anything about it, at least in my case anyway. So yeah, I wasn't expecting that as the do for the CRM, but I love it. Real estate agents need to be more
our memory can be so tricky sometimes.
Yes.
Even it's a good memory, but sometimes it just goes out.
And especially when you're stressed too. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. When you're stressed or you got a lot going on, a lot of times like that's your only focus, and everything else tends to kind of go by the wayside. But we always need to remember our clients.
Yeah, then actually this is one thing that we wanted to highlight of our to-do list. It's to treat the client like he's only one. Because when you're busy and when you have a lot of appointments during the day, and clients can feel that you're rushing to go, that you need to do something else, and they feeling kind of like abandoned.
I know, it's the worst feeling. I hate cutting someone off, so I always give like more than enough time, because I hate it. Like if we were talking, I'm like, I hate to cut it off, but I gotta go. Like you just feel kind of but we are also busy, and everyone needs to respect the time, so I get that perspective as well. I'm just not very good at cutting off a conversation.
So it's kind of like we slowly go to our don't list. So the first was on my list. It's don't be constantly on your phone. Even if you have very important conversation, but you have your clients and you're talking to them, just don't do that. You have to wait for some time, because they can be offended by that.
Right. And that's a tricky one, because even as we're doing this live, how many messages have popped up on my phone? And what have we been, 5 minutes?
Yeah, but
ridiculous. But be in the moment. You know, your client who you're with is 100% who has your attention. If that other client can't wait, 15 minutes for you to wrap up, then that's typically they can wait.
And this is another way how you give attention to your clients, is you don't be just card giver, you be card taker. You have to show the interest at what actually clients do, even if you don't need their business card, like their professional business, what they do, you just take and you show interest, like, oh, you specialist in this sphere, maybe I will need your help in the future. And that it will make them feel important.
That's a great point. Don't be a card giver, be a card taker. Because I feel when real estate agents make connections, I feel like that's one of the strongest qualities of a good real estate agent is to be able to make connections with people, because we talk to so many different people and not everyone needs our services, but you know, this person over here and that person over there might need each other's services. And so if you make that connection, they'll both remember it, they'll both appreciate it because you helped them out. And if you're adding value and creating good connections and with a pure intent, business always comes back to you.
Absolutely, yeah. People appreciate that. And one thing of our don't list, it's
Another don't.
Another don't be late. Be punctual.
Dang it, I'm so bad at that one.
Some people are okay with that, but I personally met people that just can't stand it. And then you can ruin everything, all your connection that you created before. And when you make people wait even 5 minutes, for some of them it's critical, and they don't want to deal with you in future because
you're so right, and that is a habit. I'm slowly getting better with it, slowly, but I always seem to underestimate how long the drive time I have. I know Las Vegas like the back of my hand. Like I know how long it's going to take from A to B, even if there's traffic. What I have a hard time with is judging how long it takes me to get out of my car and into wherever I'm going. That's where I always seem to underestimate. I'll say, I don't know if I just don't account for it or what, but you're right. That's a big like, don't.
If
don't
you're
be
feeling
late.
that you're late, it's better to call and apologize and give people time, maybe to go and grab some coffee or something, than to make them wait in the heat, even 5 minutes, even 3 minutes sometimes. Las Vegas, it's not that weather that it's comfortable to wait in the car or outside, but still it's hot. So it will just ruin the people's mood, and you will not get what you actually want in the end.
Right, and good call, and just let them know what's going on, because sometimes, like in my mind, I'm like, 3 minutes late, that's practically on time.
For some people,
some people it would be just a complete turn off. So to just let them know, hey, I'm running a couple minutes late, so they can make that accommodation to go coffee. That's a really good suggestion that they could do.
Yeah, and the bottom line is, I think the last don't be too hard on yourself. Don't punish yourself if you did some mistake. Everything can be corrected, and you improve on your skills every day, and you're professional. You must remember that all the time, and we all make mistakes, and it's okay, and all people make, so nothing wrong with that. You just be better than...
Yeah, and just hope that your client isn't litigious. No, I really think anything that you do with a good heart, even if mistakes are made, even if you did have to go in front of a jury of your peers or the real estate division, you're probably not going to get in serious trouble the first time you do something, unless it's just awful bad, like murder. You can't accidentally murder, I don't know. I don't know, but anything with a real estate transaction, if you're legitimately trying to do the best, act with the best intentions and in the best interest of your client, I don't really think you can go wrong. But you do need to know the rules. That's it. That should be the do. Know the rules of real estate, because I think a lot of people...
It's not a science, like rocket science or something. It's
just got to know it. And they change all the time. So one of the things about JPAR ELITE is, if you do have any questions, I'm always a phone call away. So if you need anything, just let me know. Any questions, I'm available. And if I can't talk right now, I'll definitely give you a call back later. But
you can comment our posts or just direct message, and we will be here for you. Please don't hesitate. to
Yeah.
reach out.
Absolutely. hello@jparelite.com actually goes to both of us. So go ahead and email that if you have any suggestions, comment below. We'd love to hear it. But hopefully you enjoyed this session of the do's and don'ts for real estate professionals. If you have anything to add to it, please let us know, or any topic suggestions for Wednesday and Friday this week, or even next week, that'd be great too. But until then, we will bid you adieu until Wednesday at 11.
Yeah, we'll see you next time on Wednesday, and have a great, productive week to all of you, and be in good mood.
Yay! Happy Monday, everyone!
Happy Monday.
I know that. I don't know. Oh, do I exit? Oops. Hi! We can wave too. I think it's just the X.